Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Friday, September 15th, 2023. Lance Brock here. Hope everyone is having an awesome Friday morning so far. There is a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic from last night, which is now available, talking about the first part, week 1 of Impact 1000. Last night, of course, featured the Feast or Fired match, the return of Team 3D, Chris Sabin defeating Lio Rush for the Impact Wrestling X Division Championship. I don't want to give everything away though, but you can go back, listen to that episode, 360 Wrestling Fanatic 492, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just like you're listening to Good Morning Wrestling Fans now. And on this Friday episode of GMWF, want to just quickly go over last night's episode of Ring of Honor on Honor Club that aired last night. And we have Claudio Castagnoli defeating Lee Johnson, Willie Mack in the Infantry defeated Kevin Koo and the Outrunners, Mercedes Martinez defeated Zoe Sky, the Gates of Agony defeated Cole Rhetoric and Matt Brandon, Darius Martin defeated Christopher Daniels, and what I thought was quite an upset, Shane Taylor defeated Lee Johnson, Willow Nightingale defeated Lady Frost, Josh Woods defeated Dominic Garnini, All Ego Ethan Page defeated Griff Garrison, the Workhorsemen defeated the Boys, and AR Fox defeated Tony Nese. So that was last night's episode of Ring of Honor Wrestling on Honor Club. And to go back to Impact 1000 once again, next week will be part 2. Will be the presentation of the Feast or Fired briefcases, with one of the wrestlers getting fired, the other 3 getting title shots. One briefcase has a shot at the Impact World Championship, the other the X Division Championship, and the last one the World Tag Team Championships. I'm sure most people listening to this podcast right now has seen a Feast or Fired match back when they used to do it in TNA. So it should be interesting to see. Luckily I do not know yet what has happened. I have been able to avoid spoilers successfully so far, and that's something I have talked about on the podcast before, is spoilers. I know a lot of people like to go online and read them, but for me it kind of takes some of the fun out of actually watching the show if you already know what's going to happen ahead of time. So that is why I do not read spoilers. And yes, there are some still there. Of course, there are still some shows that taped, but it's not quite like before when SmackDown was taped every week. And remember when it used to be taped on Tuesday nights, and then it would be shown on either Thursday or Friday, whichever night it was on at the time. But here's a question, not the question of the week, but you can answer this one just in the comment sections, either here on Spreaker or YouTube or whichever podcast app you listen to on. What do you think of spoilers in pro wrestling? Do you read them? Do you avoid them like I do? Let me know your opinion on spoilers. And speaking of the question of the week, who is your favorite pro wrestler of all time? Very easy question to answer. All you have to do is you can answer right here in the comment section on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app or website you listen to on, if they have a comment section. Also on X, or is it still Twitter? I don't know what it's called these days. At 360 Wrestling Pod. Just use the hashtag Ask360 and answer there. And the last one, you can email me your answer, 360wrestlingpodcasts@gmail.com. Just send your answer right to the email, and hopefully I'll get some answers, and then I'll read them on Sunday's episode of GMWF this Sunday. I don't know why nobody's answered. It's not a hard question. And that is all for this Friday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, and you can also leave your feedback for last night's Impact 1000 Part 1, and also Ring of Honor on Honor Club as well in the comment sections here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app you listen to on. Hope everyone has an awesome rest of your Friday today. Hope everyone enjoys WWE SmackDown and AEW Rampage tonight. I hope to be on tonight with a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, and I'll be right here tomorrow morning for the Saturday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans to preview tomorrow night's episode of AEW Saturday Collision. So hope you all will be here too. But until tomorrow morning, I almost forgot which podcast this is. Until then, have a great pro wrestling day.